So you're talking about Andre Durrell and I think it's Yusaki. Is Yutaki?
His uncle is one of his trainers. Punched the guy through the belt. But that's no good for the sport. That was a bad move.
They're saying that he's.
Punched.
The joke now is about his uncle that I heard he's ranked in the top 10 of the WBC.
Oh God. He punched a guy that was totally unprepared. He sucker punched the guy. That was what you call a sucker punch because the other guy was tired. He was exhausted. He wasn't paying attention, and it got hit because of the emotion of the uncle. So they should penalize. They should penalize him for that. They should penalize him for that. They need to clip his wings for 2 or 3 years and tell him that he can't work a corner or nothing for 2 or 3 years, because that was very unprofessional what he did. He could have injured that guy really, really severely.
Could have done.
He could have broke his jaw. He could have caused brain damage. He could have done a lot of things because he was totally unaware that he was going to throw that punch. He was defenseless, He
took it, though, didn't he? He took it quite well.
Right, because he was relaxed. He didn't have a chance to tense up. But it was a bad move because he could have really, really injured that man. He could have really injured him. And that's the problem with what he did. That's why he should be penalized for it.
And Durrell and the actual event of him getting knocked down after the bell, what do you think?
Yeah, but if you look back, if you just play the tape back and look back, you'll see who threw the first punch after the bell. It was Durrell that threw the first punch. He threw the first punch. The other guy, I don't think any malice was intended. I think that it was just the emotion of them exchanging punches when the bell rung. They kept going. I think that it was just an error on the behalf of the other guy. He was just fighting.
That guy's a dangerous puncher. I seen blew out Julius Jackson in 2 rounds. The guy's dangerous.
Right. But I don't think that any malice was intended.
Right.
Looking at the fight itself, I think he was just in the heat of passion. He was throwing punches. But if you look back and play the tape back really slow, you'll see that Durrell initiated the exchange of punches.
Right. Yeah, of course.
The other guy was just responding to what Durrell was doing,
So people are saying Durrell's done it once against Abraham. He's now done it again against this guy now. We're just waiting for a third time lucky with him.
Like I said, I didn't take the punch in the Abraham fight, and I didn't take the punch the other night. But looking at it, examining it from a looker's point of view, I think there was a bit of acting going on there.
Okay, all right.
I think it was a bit of acting.
On the subject of acting, there have been a lot of criticism towards Kell Brook, saying that he quit in his fight against Spence.
No. Kell Brook was injured. That eye was bad. That eye was bad.
It was on the other side as well. It was the other eye.
Yeah, but in this fight, it was the left eye.
Yes.
And it was injured. You look at that eye. That eye was injured. That wasn't just a swollen eye. You could see it was some damage there. There was a fracture there. You could see that eye the way the eyes went. So I think that he did a good job. He was just in there with a better fighter that night.
I speak to people online, and they always come up with me, well, he was ahead on the scorecards. I said, well, that doesn't matter. He didn't win the fight.
Yeah, but most of those people that are talking like that, they've never been in a boxing ring. They've never been hit. They've never been injured. They've never been hit, to the body or to the head. So they can't possibly get in touch with what's going on in that ring because they've never been up in there. When you've been in the ring and you've been struck and you've been hit, you can kind of sympathize with Kell Brook did. He said, man, I'm taking a knee before I get killed in.
How good is Errol Spence?
He's real good. I think that Errol Spence is right now, it's Errol Spence time. He's feeling good about himself. He's enthusiastic about what he's doing. He's a hard puncher. He's strong. He's willing. He's to me, he's a modern day Pepino Cuevas. He's just more polished than Pepino Cuevas. But he has the same kind of power that Pepino Cuevas had. Cuevas was a dangerous welterweight. The only thing people remember Cuevas for is that Tommy Hearns knocked him out.
Yes.
But Tommy Hearns also knocked out Roberto Duran. But what people really don't realize that Pepino Cuevas and Roberto Duran only like 5'6.5", 5'7". Those are really short guys. Pepino Cuevas, Roberto Duran is like 5'7", 5'7.5". At best, they may be 5'8", maybe. You know, but I'm thinking 5'7.5" or something. Tommy Hearns was 6'2".
Yeah. And
he had a mammoth reach, and he was a hard puncher. And the only thing they can remember Pepino Cuevas for, man, you see what Hearns did to Cuevas? But they're not talking about what Cuevas did to the welterweight division.
Before that.
And he was hurting people. He was doing the same thing that Earl was doing. Breaking bones, collarbones, jaws, eye sockets. He was hurting people bad.
You're breaking up
You
again.
know, Hold on a second. Was a murder.
Hold on. You're breaking up again. Hold on a second. We'll just wait until you clear up again and we'll go. Go ahead.
How about now?
Perfect.
Pepino Cuevas was a dangerous puncher. Errol Spence is a dangerous puncher. He's aggressive, he's physically strong, and he's confident. So right now, I think it's Errol Spence's time. And everybody's calling each other out, you know. But where's Porter? You know, Porter's calling everybody out. Where's Porter at now? You know? Keith Thurman, where are these guys at?
Thurman's injured. Or was injured.
Yeah. But I'm saying, in the old days, Benitez and Palomino and John Stracey and these guys, they were challenging each other. They came out and they challenged each other. Now the fighters, now they see one good fight and they all run for the hills. Now they're talking about Kell Brook moving up to 54. 54 is no haven because it won't be long before Errol Spence be 54.
Well, Errol Spence's trainer, Derek James, we had quite a bit of a long interview with him. He said, well, you know, Dominic Ingle and Kell Brook are going to have to see him again because he's got a Charlo at 154.
Dominic Ingle going to get Kell Brook killed. Kell Brook, if I would see Kell Brook, I would retire. You've had two eye sockets broken. That's a signal to give it up. You know, that's a signal to give it up. You're not going away like that.
Okay.
You're asking for trouble if you continue.
Let's talk about another fighter. David Haye is now parted company with Shane McGuigan. What are your thoughts on this with the Haymaker? Says that they weren't a good fit. But surely you would know as an experienced fighter whether you're a good fit or not within 2 fights, would you not?
In my mind, David Haye lost to Vladimir Klitschko, and now he's lost this second fight, you know, to a cruiserweight, you know? And in my mind, you've got to go back and straighten that out. You can't just say, okay, I lost to them, now I'm going to move on, but I'm going to win heavyweight. No. You got to go back and straighten that out. The likelihood of you boxing with Klitschko is far few. But you've got to go and straighten the fight with the cruiserweight because he beat you. He stopped you. of course, before it was his little toe, now it's his big toe and his middle foot, and now he's taking therapy. His foot, now he's company with the trainer, so now it's the trainer's fault. I think that David Haye's story is over now.
He's done.
Yeah, I think he's done. He was here with a man that was not. Tony Bellew was not afraid. David Haye tried to sneak him. Tony Bellew went to touch gloves, and David Haye tried to hit him and turned completely around in a circle. He really made himself look bad doing that. He tried to sneak a punch in on Tony Bellew when Bellew extended his hand and missed him by a mile and spun completely around. Tony Bellew beat him up and he stopped him. He wasn't afraid of David Haye. And now David Haye is saying, well, I'm parting company with Shane McGuigan because it was his fault that this happened. If it wasn't his fault, you understand? And if he had won, there would be no parting from Shane McGuigan. So he makes himself really look bad, because Tony Bellew beat him fairly and squarely, and now he says, oh, I got to part company from Shane McGuigan, He parted company from his first trainer because they wasn't a perfect fit. Now he's talking about he's parting company because they're not a perfect fit. So now who is he going to get now?
Good question.
And what difference are they going to make with his style?
Would you train him?
For the money, yeah. Of course I would.
For the money, yeah. Of course I would.
That's what a trainer is going to come in and do now. Because he's marketable. He's still marketable. But what can a trainer do to change his style? Nothing. No trainer is going to change the style of David Haye. David Haye has always had a raggedy style. He can just punch, But his style's always been ragged. His style always had holes in it. And Tony Bellew capitalized on those holes and got through and beat him. And now he says, I can't work with Shane McGuigan. I can't work with him, because we're not a perfect fit. It was his fault that's why my toe got messed up. That's why I got beat. So now I'm getting a new trainer and I'm gonna start all over again. But I think it's done. I think it's all over. At 35, 36 years old, I think it's all over for him.
On a subject of age and all over for him, Shannon Briggs.
Don't look good. It does not look good for my friend, for my man, Doesn't look good, The drug thing is going to set him back. They're going to give him a year or two off the job. It's not a good look. Just doesn't look good.
People had suspicions for years about Shannon Briggs, and that doesn't help.
You're right.
I mean, they look at this guy, 40-something plus, and he's got a body better than most 20-year-olds and 21-year-olds.
Right.
How'd you get a physique like that?
Right. And now the cat's out of the bag. As far as the fans and the pundits are concerned, the cat's out of the bag.
Caught the worst kept secret in boxing, is it not? Probably.
Well, it's not a good look. Whatever the case, it's not a good look.
Would it
not a good look.
Would it be assumptuous to say? Well, would it be a stupid question to ask? Can he come back from this?
It's really going to be difficult. I'm going to give him maybe a year, maybe think that's the standard rule.
You're breaking out. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. You're breaking up. You wait until you clear up again because you're frozen. Your picture's frozen. Try it. Fire away.
Now?
Yes.
Whatever the case is now, it's a major setback. That's all. It's a major setback. They put all the time in training, and one week before the fight, he comes up positive for drugs. So it's going to be a major setback for him.
David Allen.
Who's that?
The White Rhino.
The who Rhino?
The what?
He's done. He's done. He's lost, what, 2 or 3 fights now? Where's he going? He might as well get in the apartment next door to David Price. Say sparring partners for hire. Because that's all he's been reduced to now. David Allen, David Price, they both need to live on the same block as, the block that says sparring partners for hire. That's all they work now.
Where do you think it went wrong for David Allen, in your opinion?
Too cocky. Never reached out to get himself a really qualified trainer. I think the trainers that he has leave something to be desired, And he should have noticed that and learned that immediately after he lost the first fight, that I've got to get better trainers, and I've got to get better training, period. But he's lost 4 fights now. And the fights that he's losing to people that nobody knows.
He lost to Luis Ortiz, he lost to Dillian White, and he's now lost to this Lenroy Thomas.
Well, it doesn't look good for him. Did he go to distance with Dillian?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He got stopped by Ortiz.
Yes. And he went the distance with Lenroy Thomas.
Yeah. He's not a good gatekeeper, but he's a guy that can get in and stand up.
Oh dear. Adrian Broner. He talks about he's going back to wherever he's to go training, but surely it's a mentality thing with him, because he's going to get flattened by Mikey Garcia the way I look at it.
Well, he says going back to Colorado or something like that. But I always thought it was his mentality and his regard for the sport, period. He doesn't seem to have respect for the sport or for what he's doing. He still up against a guy like Mikey Garcia, because Mikey Garcia is a consummate professional. So it's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a real tough fight with Mikey Garcia.
I can see Garcia flattening him, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Adrian's going to come in that fight prepared. He knows better coming in now unprepared. So I think that he'll do all right. He's going to be in shape for Garcia. He knows better. He knows what he's up against.
But the Maidana, Broner knew what he's up against when he fought Maidana, right? And Garcia would say he's a better boxer than Maidana, wouldn't you say?
I don't think that. I don't think he really knew what he was in with Maidana. I don't think that. I think that he was looking at what Floyd did with Maidana, and he figured out I can do the same thing. So I think that he was disrespectful to Maidana. And you notice just like Haye, he never asked to get Maidana back. He never asked for a rematch with Maidana. Maidana beat me, so what? I'm going on to the next house. He never fought Maidana. He never asked for a fight again.
Okay. The rematch, or not the rematch, the fight between Golovkin and Canelo. Some people say Golovkin's seen better days and he's now past his prime and on his way down the hill. What are your thoughts on that?
Golovkin by decision.
Why'd you say this?
I think he's a big, stronger guy. I think that Canelo will take those first 4 or 5 rounds, but going into 6, 7, 8 round, you're going to see the physical strength come in and take over. I see Canelo walking through him, taking a decision.
Canelo, you mean Gennady Golovkin walking through Canelo?
Yeah. Golovkin walking through. As the rounds progress, when they get around 7, 8, 9 rounds, you're going to see the physical strength take over. And I'm telling you, Golovkin is like a record machine. At middleweight, he's like a record machine. Fight. I don't see nobody at the weight right now beating him. Nobody.
Okay. What about the Charlo?
The Charlo brothers, both of them are good fighters. Those guys can fight. Those guys are there to fight. They're capable of fighting. But I don't see him beating Golovkin right now. No. He's just too strong, too well.
Okay, fair enough.
It'll be the next year time before Golovkin ready to leave the scene for somebody to come in and push him out. Next year this time.
The rematch, the controversial fight between Andre Ward and Kovalev. First of all, your thoughts on Kovalev's comments, his racial comments.
It doesn't surprise me, you know. That's all I can say about that. It doesn't surprise me. Association brings about assimilation. If he's talking like that, and the mindset that's associated with him is much along the same lines as him.
Look who he's got as his managing him.
Right. When you get a person to act a certain way, act a certain way to go around him, he's take that kind of action. If a person doesn't agree with somebody, they get along. See, same people. That's must be the norm.
And
I just
the whole John David Jackson thing with the Russian trainer coming in, it sounds almost like Bashir Usyk all over again. Would I be wrong there?
There's some similarities.
Well, look who's managing.
I think there's a lot of. Like I said, Usyk was one way. He was one way. We had a relationship. He was one time, one way. And then I came to the second camp in California. It was a whole different guy. It was a whole different guy. Dealing with a whole different person. A person that I didn't know, a person I've never seen before. So I don't know what caused the change in our relationship. I don't know what happened. To this day, I don't know. But I do know the Usyk that I won the title with Golovkin. That Usyk was a whole different Usyk from the one that I met in California for the Bwtm fight. It was a whole different guy. It's a whole different guy. I don't know what prompted the change. I don't know what influenced the change. To this day, I don't know. But I do know one thing, that was the same Usyk that I've known for the last 3 years.
So John David Jackson and Kovalev and this new Russian trainer coming in to work the fitness. He's saying he overtrained, so he's not training as much for this fight.
I think that Kovalev might have edged out the first fight. I think that he should have got the decision. You know, it was a close fight, but I think that Kovalev might have edged out and should have got the decision. But I think this rematch is going to be Andre Ward's fight. Because Andre Ward is going back to the drawing board. He's seen what he did wrong. He's seen what he got to do to beat Kovalev. And this time, Andre Ward is going to show out on him. He's going to win the fight. You know, I think Andre Ward is going to win the fight.
Ward's saying he's got the power to hurt Kovalev, and he thinks that he can drop Kovalev.
I think that he'd be better served by trying to box Kovalev and not get away with those punches. Kovalev is a very strong puncher, very powerful puncher. Andre doesn't prove anything. All he has to do is go out there and maneuver and win the fight. You know, I think that he can be slick enough to beat Kovalev.
Is there any way he can get physically stronger between the last fight and this fight better?
Physically stronger to do what?
Well, to be stronger, pushing back and do stuff like that. I only say this I'm only saying this because, you know, he wasn't a light heavyweight at the start. He moved himself up to the light heavyweight division. They say it takes 4 or 5 fights before you make the transition from one weight division to another. Would he be stronger in this fight because he's fought a little longer in the light heavyweight division?
Go there and box. And box. Because if he tries anything else, he'll be looking at the lights again. This time he might be able to get up. Kovalev is that strong. He's that kind of puncher. Powerful puncher. So he needs to play close to the best and go out there and try to box. You know, just go out there and try to box. And stay away from any kind of engagement. He doesn't need to engage.
Is there anything else in the world of boxing recently you've seen that you've been surprised at?
I think that Stevenson needs a defining fight now. He's had about 8 or 9 knockouts. And for the life of me, if somebody put a gun to me right now and said, who did he knock out in those 3 knockouts? I know he knocked out Chad Dawson to win the title. And I know he knocked out Confederate the other night. And the only reason I know he knocked out Confederate was the other night. But all those guys in between, I'm hard pressed to remember who knocked out. So I think at this point, at 39 years old, he needs a defining fight like yesterday. You know, he needs a defining fight.
Joe Smith or Andre Ward or Kovalev? Kovalev's the fight I'd love to see him in, to be honest.
I mean, he needs to get somebody right away. And he needs Andre Ward or Kovalev. He doesn't need a Joe Smith. He needs a Kovalev or Andre Ward. He needs the winner of that fight. And he needs it readily right now.
Would you say that Stevenson is one-dimensional? Would that be too harsh to say?
Well, he's one-dimensional, but he's being successful with it. So, you know, who can complain? It doesn't matter if you're one-dimensional. If you're not doing well, it doesn't matter if you're one-dimensional.
Of course, he's probably pound for pound one of the biggest punchers ever in world boxing.
Right. And nobody punches him back.
When you get hit by him,
I think the fight before that, the young man was putting a good fight, but Stevenson knocked him out. You know, Williams.
Yeah.
The kid, he was putting up a good fight.
Yeah, but he walked onto the left hand.
Yeah, he kept getting hit with the left hand. Stevenson has a very powerful left hand, you know. It's one-dimensional as he may be, that left hand makes up for a lot of territory.
It does.
So it doesn't matter about him being one-dimensional. That left hand is the equalizer. You know, he'll put you to sleep with that left hand. If that's all he got, he's coming in with a good ballmanship. That left hand.
Absolutely. Does he beat Ward or Kovalev with that left hand?
That remains to be seen. But I think no. I think he's going to need more than that for them. I think they're a bit smarter than the other guys. He's been fighting a bit more clever and a bit more resilient, you know. I don't see them going down out from just one left hand. Not Kovalev, not Ward. I think they're better than that.
Okay.
Joe Smith is a powerful puncher himself.
Yep.
See, and Stevenson doesn't need Joe Smith at this point in his career. He's 39 years old. He needs a cash-out fight. A cash-out and that's going to happen between Andre Ward and Kovalev. Then he can walk away from the sport with some money in his pocket. But if he messes with Joe Smith can rain on his parade in a bad way.
I can see that. I can certainly say that. Bermain Stavern and Deontay Wilder. They're just waiting for a date now, but Wilder's looking for all other options, and Stavern is saying the fight is on. It's a mandatory, so I'm not sure why Wilder keeps looking at all these other options.
It's a mandatory. I don't think Bermain Stavern wants to take money to step aside. I think he wants to fight for the title.
He's been training and training and training, and this guy's been training for God knows how long. He's so focused for this rematch.
And they still want to have a date. That's crazy.
He's saying between July, late September.
I mean, what's taking so long? Goodness gracious, man. You talking about July, September? God, it's taking that long? Oh, man, that's too long.
They said he's saying the fight could be in Vegas or New York.
Well, you know, it's a good fight if it happens.
Well, a lot of people are writing Stavern off. Oh, he should be fighting Wilder. He's finished. Wilder will blow him out in a few rounds. What are your thoughts?
I don't think he'll blow him out in a few rounds. I thought that Bermain put up a good fight in the first fight. I think he'll put up a better fight in the second fight. I think mentally, emotionally, he's ready for that fight.
Is he more dangerous in his second fight than the first fight?
Of course he's more dangerous. Look how long it took him to get a rematch. He doesn't want to blow this rematch. Because he knows if he misses this rematch, if Deontay beats him in the rematch, he knows that he got to go back to the back of the line. He doesn't want to do that again. So yeah, he's going to be more dangerous in the rematch.
How realistic is a Stavern victory?
What did you say?
How realistic is a Stavern victory?
I think that, like I said, he's mentally and physically prepared. And he took those wild punches in the first fight. He took them. So he'll be prepared mentally and physically to fight. So I think it's a 70-30 chance. I say 70-30 Bermain hasn't active. So it's a 70-30 chance that he can pull this off.
70-30, where it's 70-30 the other way. A lot of boxing fans are thinking that that Wilder's going to blow Stavern away.
That's what I said. 70-30. 70 for Wilder, 30 for Stavern. Because he just hasn't been active.
Will that hurt him?
But
will that hurt him? The inactivity.
It could be. It could be. It could be. He's been very
Okay. One final fight I want to talk about is Fury versus Parker. They're going to fight now here in September. Oh, before I talk even that, there's Eubank Jr.'s fighting Arthur Abraham. That's the rumour. What do you make of that fight?
Abraham.
Really?
Yeah, Abraham. I think Abraham beats him.
Even now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why?
I just think that Abraham beats him. I think he's at the end of the line, but I think he beats Eubank.
Wow. What makes
I think Abraham beats him. Because when Eubank tastes that power from Abraham, the fight's going to change. You know? When Eubank find out that he just can't walk through Abraham, I think everything's going to change. I got Abraham by decision.
Wow. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. I got Abraham by decision.
Billy Joe Saunders versus Kutzitz.
Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the second half of that fight, where he tires and this guy comes on stronger in the second half of the fight?
Well, he tires, and that's but I think that Billy Joe Saunders has enough to beat this guy. You know, he's a strong little guy, but he's very little, very short. He comes through, trying to push you around, pull you around, but Saunders is too small for that. Saunders is too small for that. Saunders will win that fight. I'm not really worried about that fight. Saunders wins that fight.
Saunders is now trained by Adam Booth. Did you know that?
No.
Your thoughts?
I didn't know that. I didn't know Adam Booth was training Saunders.
Yeah, he's training Saunders. Your thoughts on that? Does that change anything?
What?
Saunders training with Booth.
I don't know. If the guy does or doesn't. But if you change trainers, he must something do. He must have sourced Adam Booth to do that. So maybe it's a good look for him. However, I do think that Billy Joe Saunders will be ready for that fight. I don't think Billy Joe Saunders is going to lose his title to the black this guy.
He better not.